Welcome to the 11th and 12th cohorts of Norm Therapy Intake Specialist Certification Ceremony. We are grateful to have you here celebrating with us. Now, a message from the creator of Norm Therapy and our founder, Michael Gibson.
Hello, everyone. I am Michael Gibson, the CEO of Norm Therapy Incorporated. I want to extend today a very warm welcome to our Norm Therapy graduates, their friends, family, and loved ones who have come together to celebrate this remarkable milestone. Today is more than just a ceremony. It's a testament to your dedication, resilience, and the profound difference you will make in the lives of many. To our graduates, today you not only graduate as Norm Therapy Intake Specialists, certified Norm therapists, mind you, but you also join a mission much larger than yourselves, a mission aimed at self-healing, clarity, and transformation. Each one of you has undergone rigorous training, mastering a wealth of techniques and protocols that will serve as your toolkit in making a lasting impact. To family and friends, your presence here today underlines the strength of community support that has been critical in shaping these professionals. Your encouragement, love, and belief in their abilities mean more than words can express. Thank you for being a part of this joyous occasion and their lives. To our loved ones and the greater community, this moment has ripple effects far beyond our current locations. Through our newly certified therapists, we take another giant step towards creating a world where every individual, regardless of their past experiences, can find their truth, embrace their self-worth, and lead a life free from the shadows of abuse. As we move forward with the ceremony, I invite you to listen closely to the testimonials, the speeches, and the experiences shared. Let these stories fuel you and your determination and strengthen your commitment to the cause that unites us all, a mission to bring clarity, assessment, and truth in the lives of many entangled in the 21 abuses we currently champion at Norm Therapy. So let us begin the celebration with open hearts and minds, acknowledging not only the journey that has been endeavored, but also the important work that lies ahead. Thank you for being here. And once again, welcome to the graduating class of the Norm Therapy Intake Specialist Recognition Course. Congratulations, Norm Therapists.
Thank you to Michael. We will now continue with a message from our Global Executive Director and co-founder, Kelly Dean.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Dean, and I'm the Global Executive Director and co-founder of Abuse Refuge Org, or affectionately known as ARROW. I welcome you, and I am so excited to celebrate with you for our course recognition ceremony. Over the course of the last couple months, our NTIS candidates have gone through quite the process to get here today. And I was actually the first person to ever go through Norm Therapy with Michael Gibson, the co-founder of Norm Therapy, and he is our global managing director and co-founder of ARROW. I have been through a lot to get here today, and it all started when Michael started asking me some really difficult questions about my life. Up until that point, I can tell you that I had tried everything from 10 years of counseling, self-help books, podcasts, everything, you name it, I tried it. And it wasn't until Michael put me through Norm Therapy, which I didn't actually know it at the time, and my life changed in more ways than I can even begin to articulate. But I just want to say that I am so grateful that you're here today. I hope that you are able to learn more about the process of what our candidates go through. For those of you who are guests on our recognition ceremony today, and we just hope that you find this time together fulfilling, beneficial, and we are here to celebrate our NTIS candidates. Congratulations, everyone, and we look forward to all that you accomplish here today and in the future. Thank you.
I'd like to officially welcome you to Abuse Refuge Org's, affectionately known as ARROW, certification ceremony for the 11th and 12th cohorts of Norm Therapy Intake Specialist Qualifiers, class of September 2023. I am Erin Faraj, your host today for the Norm Therapy Intake Specialist Certification Ceremony. My Aero experience has been rewarding and productive since joining Aero last year. As a special projects intern working on projects relating to norm therapy, I'm honored to be here today to welcome our Norm Therapy Intake Specialist qualifiers. Norm therapy is an innovative abuse management interviewing process whereby norm therapists will interview an eclectic array of victims or survivors from around the world, further examine their life narratives, and assist the victim or survivor discerning the veracity or the hyperbole surrounding their own experiences and chronology of their pathology. This is no easy task. Not only have we developed norm therapy for North America, moreover, we are developing norm therapy for different regions of the world, as well as several outreach programs to include the disability community, children and families, and other specialized programs across numerous platforms. Our keynote speaker, Shauna Machado, has COVID and is unable to attend our certification ceremony today. We send her our very best wishes for a quick recovery. We will now continue with the remainder of our schedule of events, which includes an overview and background about the program. We will hear from the creator of Norm Therapy and CEO of Norm Therapy, Inc., Global Managing Director and founder of Aero, who will be sharing a powerful message, and from members of Norm Therapy leadership, Kim Carpenter and Nicole Leonard, as well as hear from the Norm Therapy interviewees and providing their testimonies. Then on to the best part, the celebration of those who have completed their NTIS training course. Before we end our time together, we will hear from other members of Norm Therapy, and we will also be giving anyone who is interested in learning more about our program an opportunity to stick around for some questions and answers. But first, let's hear from Kim Carpenter, the manager of Norm Therapy, NTIS Level 7 Advanced, and one of our pioneers.
Thank you, Erin. As a SHRM certified HR professional with over 25 years experience in human relations and in being a survivor of financial, sexual, childhood, narcissistic, psychological, bullying, workplace, religious, food, medical, and spousal abuses, I greatly understand the correlation of Aero and Norm Therapy's mission to care community and serve as certified norm therapists for victims or survivors of abuse. We have a unique opportunity to work one-on-one with the victims or survivors of abuse when they are in need of someone specialized, and to effectively help them discern their critical life circumstances at a time when they are struggling to find those deeper connections to their normal. Norm therapy is more personalized than traditional therapies, whereby the norm therapists are able to self-disclose to the victims or survivors our experiences and life knowledge, and further connect to what the victim or survivor has been through. Not all interviews will possess every element of this structure. However, the norm therapy platform gives the most comprehensive approach towards the victim or survivor in finding clarity, providing assessment, and arriving at their truth. A great deal of hard work, sacrifice, and experiential knowledge has gone into norm therapy. Michael Gibson, the creator of Norm Therapy and Aero's founder and managing director, has spent nearly 3 decades developing this concept. He found himself in a myriad of situations around the world where people would consistently seek his wisdom or advice. Can you think of a friend who would always reach out and talk with? Michael Gibson was literally that friend on an exponential basis to many. What Michael Gibson believes is simple. Most people who suffer from abuse have somehow conditioned themselves to endure the abuse over time. We oftentimes give the example that if a man were to go home from work, greet his wife, and then slap her face, and her reaction to having been slapped, if she does nothing about it, will become normalized. And after a year, or even a few months of arriving home, slapping his wife would then become normalized behavior and acceptance of that behavior. Perhaps then in the future, the wife would simply put her cheek out for her husband to slap, thinking that maybe he had forgotten that day. On this premise, norm therapy was born, that if somehow a victim or survivor is convinced through trauma, Michael saw an opportunity to help people find clarity about their abuses. He firmly believes that people plot their own destinies through a series of decisions. Kelly Dean, the global executive director and co-founder of Arrow, was actually the very first person to have successfully gone through norm therapy. She may not be perfect, but Kelly is a far cry from where she used to be and realizes that norm therapy probably saved her life. In many walks of life, a wide swath of our global population experiences abuse every single day, from one kind to another. Kelly experienced at least 18 different abuses, both chronic and acute, over the course of her life, including narcissism, sexual, physical, psychological, financial, child, self, cyberbullying, bullying, spousal, isolation, workplace, religious, medical, food, authority, educational, and political abuse. It was quite debilitating for her as she journeyed through her pain. The entire Arrow organization was envisioned and created based on Kelly's abuses endured, and this is only the beginning. Michael continues creating module topics to further expand the 2.0 NTIS Basics Training Program and developing it into an accredited course. Furthermore, he has written a series of papers including What is Love?, Argument versus Confrontation, Fear Tactics with Children, and the intricate distinctions between alter ego and a facade. Additionally, he has trademarked effective norm therapy techniques such as the Gibson effect, the accordion technique, the blame game, raking, and proximity predators. In the future, Arrow will be adding norm therapy training for alcohol, substance, institutional, veterans, police, educators, and prison abuses upon receiving certifications for the appropriate abuse care licensures.
I would now like to turn the microphone over to the creator of Norm Therapy and CEO of Norm Therapy, Inc., Global Managing Director and founder of Arrow, Michael Gibson.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or evening, depending upon where you are, everyone. I am Michael Gibson, the creator and visionary behind Norm Therapy. I'm also the founder of Abuse Refuge Org and the CEO of Norm Therapy Incorporated, as mentioned. For several decades, I have been on an unyielding journey along this path. I've interactively engaged with diverse individuals globally, fine-tuning an arsenal of tools, techniques, and protocols aimed at helping people heal themselves, not just treating them. It was my experiences, first in the military and then in civilian life, that led me to a pivotal realization. Humanity is bound by a shared tapestry of emotions, our dreams, our fears, triumphs, pain, hope, and tribulations are universally felt, and that the underlying thread that links us all to abuse is a fear. We all thirst for justice, yearn for hope, and ache for times of despair. We all possess the complex ability to love, hate, lie, and tell the truth. These experiences, both positive and negative, are facets of a single prism, and that's love. Norm therapy doesn't merely scratch the surface. It delves deep into the emotional complexities that makes us human. Our fears, aspirations, denial, anger, conditioning, and acceptance to help both victims and survivors to find their own truth. Let me clarify something important. Confrontation is healthy. Argument is not. A confrontation is an uncomfortable but necessary quest for the truth involving us, we, and let's. Arguments, however, tend to cloud objectivity, focusing on solely individual or individual gains involving me, I, and you. Our mission at Norm Therapy is straightforward, but profoundly transformative. To bring clarity, assessment, and the truth into the lives we touch. These are our core tenets. Our aim is not to impose a so-called norm onto the victims and survivors, rather, help them find their own norm and to help individuals break free from debilitating life patterns of abuse that often lead down a downward spiral of self-destruction. This is not just therapy, it's a life-altering experience. The consistent feedback we receive about norm therapy is that it profoundly improves lives, makes people stronger, fills in lifelong gaps of missed wisdom, and helps people to find certainty within the discernment of the lies or the truths of others. And these are the highest accolades we can ever hope to achieve. As we celebrate the course recognition ceremony of our current cohort from the Norm Therapy Intake Specialist course, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations. You are the backbone of this mission of ours, and I'm deeply grateful for your dedication and hard work. Together, we are not just a team, but a family, united in a mission that extends far beyond these settings. Thank you for being an indispensable and vital part of the Norm Therapy family. Once again, congratulations to our soon-to-be certified graduates. Your journey has just begun, and the lives you touch will be your lasting legacies. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. It's my pleasure to introduce another member of the Norm Therapy Management team, Nicole Leonard. She is a norm therapist, NTIS Level 6 Advanced, and holds a dual role in Aero and Norm Therapy as the HR Hiring Manager. Nicole, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Erin. Over these last couple of years, I've had the opportunity to experience norm therapy in a very hands-on capacity, from being a norm therapy intake specialist, as well as being part of the norm therapy management team. Throughout each of these experiences, I've seen firsthand how norm therapy pushes you to your limits, whether you're an interviewee or a norm therapist. It makes you look at situations differently and pay attention to what's behind the words a person is saying. It brings to light a new way of communicating with one another. Everyone has their own story and struggles in life that they have overcome or are working to overcome. Norm therapy helps to identify the root of these struggles and hold a new appreciation for the depths of humanity. Watching this cohort learn and grow over the past few months has been an inspiring experience. Each candidate has made incredible progress, both personally and professionally, and they all show immense potential as future norm therapists. I'm honored to have witnessed their journey and can't wait to see what amazing work they do next. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. And now, let's hear testimonies from our norm therapy interviewees who participated in the Norm Therapy Intake Specialist Cohort Training Program. A norm therapy interviewee, affectionately known as an NTI, is considered a patient who is fulfilling a temporary role during the training program, assigned to interview with a specific NTIS candidate for 5 interview sessions, each varying from 30 to 45 minutes. First, we have Hannah Jagiri, who is sharing a video testimonial.
Everyone, my name is Hannah Jagiri, and I was one of the cohorts for the September norm therapy interviewee. Smitha was assigned to me as my NTIS candidate, and I'll describe our time together as insightful. She delved into my childhood memories and highlighted some of the reasons I had anxious thoughts. She came up with solutions for me on how best to tackle the anxious thoughts. I had so many aha moments during our sessions, and one of them was when she said I place other people's needs above mine. Although I have thought about it before, but hearing her say it loud cemented it in my mind. Norm therapy has been highly instrumental in my everyday life, making me reevaluate some of my decisions and relationships. I want to thank everyone at Norm Therapy for making it happen.
Thank you, Hannah. Next, we have Nirmala Patak presenting her testimonial.
Hello, everyone. A very good morning. So I'm Nirmala Patak, and I'm going to provide testimonial on SAMA. So I want to congratulate SAMA on her NTIS certification. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be an NTI during the September 23 cohort. Non-therapy sessions not only provided a safe and non-judgmental space, but also guided me through a profound exploration of my thoughts, emotions, and experiences, and getting to the truth. Sama's warm and compassionate approach during sessions dissolved the wall of nervousness, allowing me to unravel the layers of my concerns and confront the issues that had long lingered in the shadow of my mind. Sama's empathic presence allowed me to open up in a way I hadn't before and fostered a sense of trust that became a cornerstone of my self-trust. Through her empathic listening and insightful guidance, she gently unraveled the layers of my thoughts and emotions, helping me to navigate the intricate landscape of my inner world. Each session with her felt like a personalized journey, addressing my concerns, fears, and aspiration with a level of attention and care that is truly commendable. Through that process of self-discovery, I gained insight into the root of my challenges and learned to navigate and understand them with a newfound clarity. Those sessions provided comfort to open up and were undeniably transformative. It equipped me with a coping mechanism, resilience, and a deeper understanding of myself. It also adds my belief in creating boundaries, forgiveness, and moving on, which is significant in my personal life, especially during my motherhood journey. Thank you to the creator of Norm Therapy, Michael Gibson and Sama, for being a guiding light on my journey. I'm grateful for the positive changes and clarity through those sessions. I appreciate everyone for allowing me to share my testimonial today. May we all find the courage to seek the support we need and embrace the transformative power of non-therapy. And lastly, I would like to congratulate everyone on their graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Nirmala. Next, we have a video testimonial from Suman.
Hi, my name is Suman and I'm a volunteer in Arrow as a HR coordinator, HR coordinator in our boarding team, and I got a chance to being an NTI in month of November 2023, and I had a very good experience with Zoya. She was my NTIS that day, and she made me so comfortable in that session, and we had open-ended questions about my past experience, my situations, how that experience impact my life, and how I'm dealing with my personal situations, or about my career and what I'm feeling right now, and I'm dealing with my ups and down moments. So she helped me a lot, and I also open up with my experiences which I never shared with anybody. So that was a aha moment for me, that I had that, that I release my frustration, I release my thought which I'm overthinking, or sometimes it is not going in a positive direction. And but I don't share with usually with anybody. So Zoya was the one who gave me that smooth session, so I speak up, and I had that more experience than when I'm sharing with my things, how that heart or my brain was relaxed after sharing so many things which is really heavy for me. And I was not understanding also that how I will deal with it. But when I was speaking with her, and she gave me few suggestions that if I will apply, or I will change in my life, or in my the way I live, it can change my things also. And I had very, you can say that, comfortable, very open up session with her. And so I want to say thank you to her. And the second thing, what after session I realize that what I'm thinking, that I have to do all the things together, or I have to, be like to prove everything. It's better if I will take it easy, give some time to myself, give some more attention to myself. Maybe I can serve better for myself, for my family, for my work, and it give me more positivity to work on things. So I think overall that session gave me some good vibes, good experience, and good feedback for my personal growth. So thank you to Aero. Thanks.
Thank you, Suman. And also, thank you to each of our NTIs, Hannah, Nirmala, and Suman, for being an integral part of the Norm Therapy training program. And now it is time for the main event. Here are the Class of September 2023 NTIS qualifiers in recognition of their completion of the NTIS training program. Our first NTIS qualifier is Claire Rupert. Claire's acceptance speech is a pre-recorded video.
Hello, everyone. Before I begin, I want to congratulate everyone on completing course training. We have all grown so much since joining Aero, and it's been an honor to learn from each of you. I am forever grateful for the opportunity Norm Therapy has given me as I reflect on how different my life would have been without it. If you asked me 6 months ago whether I could instruct an entire class or take the lead on anything, I would have dismissed it with a laugh. Thanks to all the instructors and Michael and Kelly, I've learned that my self-doubt has only limited me in my journey. They've shown me that I have the potential to be a great leader and teacher when I trust in my abilities. I know I still have a lot left to learn, but I am eager to keep working and growing as Norm Therapist with all of you. Thank you.
Our next NTIS qualifier is Ghazal Al-Ababidi. Ghazal, please share a few words as a Norm Therapy Intake Specialist candidate.
Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be here today and share a bit about my time at Norm Therapy. It's been an exciting journey, and I want to tell you a little about it. Since I joined, I've learned a great deal. I faced some challenges during the NTIS candidate training, but each difficulty provided me with a new opportunity to grow personally and professionally. There were moments during training when things just clicked, and I thought, aha, I get it. What's unique about Norm Therapy is that it's not just about helping victims and survivors of abuse, but it's also about helping people to find their truth, including mine. I've started looking at life differently thanks to the training. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who supported me. Your help meant a lot, and I couldn't have done it without you. A heartfelt thank you for your incredible dedication to saving lives and brightening the paths of those who have faced abuse. Michael, your vision and leadership inspired positive change. And Kelly, your collaboration and compassion make a real difference. And Kim, your selfless contributions bring hope to many. Together, you are making the world a better place. Thank you for your kindness and commitment. And a big congrats to my peers. We did it together, and I'm proud of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ghazal. Our next NTIS qualifier is Messi Wabelwa. Messi, please share a few words as a Norm Therapy Intake Specialist candidate.
Hi, everyone. When I joined Aero in the NTIS candidate training program, I was broken. But my willingness to help others didn't stop me despite the fact that I needed help myself. During the NTIS candidate training program, I was able to find my truth through the different topics I learned. found the role plays effective, which helped me discover the why behind people's actions, along with many other important lessons. I experienced many aha moments, to include remembering events that happened years ago. The probationary period gave me the opportunity to improve my coaching, mentoring, and evaluation skills. It was a great experience for me, and today I'm proud of the person I have become thanks to norm therapy. ERROR is one of the best organizations I've been part of. I would like to thank Michael Gibson for creating norm therapy and co-founder Kelly Dean. Thanks to Kim Carpenter for her support during the course. Thank you, Angel, Nicole, Eve, and other norm therapy team for their constant support and for sharing their experiences with me. I would like to thank all my peers as I learned a great deal from your personalities, your experiences, your interview techniques, and your contribution during the training made the experience more interesting. I'm glad we have come this far, and I'd like to use this opportunity to congratulate you on all that you have accomplished to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Messi. Our next NTIS qualifier is Shaima Rizwan. Shaima, please share a few words as a norm therapy intake specialist candidate.
Hello everyone. Norm therapy has been an amazing experience for me. Not only have I gained knowledge regarding new techniques and methods, but I have gained a new perspective on terms that I knew from the past. During my training and probationary period, I've had multiple aha moments. Some of them were during roleplay with Ghazal, and it was more personalized, but most of them were either during sessions or listening to Kelly and Michael's wisdom and experiences. I always appreciate when they share anything about their past experiences or knowledge they have gained over time. Since it is also different and new for me, it has given me an opportunity to challenge and reflect on myself. During my cohort, I really enjoyed role-playing with Ghazal. Since we hit it off so quickly, she made me comfortable and at ease and eased my worries regarding role-playing. I enjoyed when we had sessions with our VSs, as I learned a great deal from these experiences. I found it fascinating how we all shared the same training, yet our methods and techniques all varied in some way. It was inspiring to overwatch Messi, Dylan, Ghazal, and Claire provided ideas and insights on how different types of sessions exist, and how the VS themselves vary as well. I'm impressed with the skills we possess and how much we have all grown over this short time period. I'm happy that I was given an opportunity where we got to grow and learn from one another under such wonderful leadership of Kim and the other ERROR members. After the training, I received the honor to be in sessions with Michael Gibson, which was a knowledgeable experience in itself. Not only was it a great practice for me to apply my multitasking skills of writing and listening, but to also observe Michael utilizing these techniques that I just learned. During the probationary period, I was allowed to ask questions and get to know the VS more, which allowed Michael to not only inform me of what he observed in the VS, but in me too. It was a great learning experience, and I am grateful that I had this opportunity. Lastly, I want to congratulate and thank you all for showing me such great support and understanding throughout these past 6 months. Can't wait to see what's to come in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaima. Our next NTIS qualifier is Smita Bupattiraju. Smita's acceptance speech is a pre-recorded video.
Being trained in norm therapy has been an incredibly enriching experience for me. It has helped me develop valuable insights into human nature and behavior and allowed me to discover more about myself. When learning about what leads people to lie, how lying might physically manifest, and why people might not take accountability for their actions, I found it helpful to identify the impact on my life. Training in norm therapy has helped me identify issues in my relationships and has also allowed me to adopt behaviors that facilitate improvements in those connections. Additionally, I've met many unique, kind, and caring people through ERROR, some of whom are being recognized today. A huge congratulations to them and a heartfelt thank you to Kim, Kelly, and Michael for their leadership and insight throughout this process.
Our next NTIS qualifier is Joya Dewey. Joya was selected to be awarded Best Interviewer of her cohort. A best interviewer as an NTIS candidate is someone who embodies being exemplary in performance, planning, and applying norm therapy interviewing techniques effectively, including contemporary note-taking, maintaining assertive control of the sessions at all times, effectively communicating, functioning well under pressure, and displaying both empathy and apathy in such a way that is impactful for the interviewee to identify their abusive circumstances and to chronicle their pathology. Best interviewer is voted on by qualified and certified norm therapy personnel, including norm therapy management. Joya overcame a lot of self-doubt and fear. She was quick to apply the techniques to herself and others following each module. And when she didn't understand, she was quick to ask for help. Joya's experiential knowledge made her stand out amongst her peers, as it's clear she's been through a lot to be here today, making her a stronger interviewer in her ability to relate to her NTI, making the NTI feel comfortable to open up about sensitive topics. She expressed genuine concern, empathy, and apathy at the right times. Joya had excellent control over each session and wasn't afraid to use the abrupt approach if the NTI was getting off track. She remained calm and brought an authentic experience to her sessions. Congratulations, Joya. Would you like to share about your experience as a norm therapy intake specialist candidate?
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that. I definitely wasn't expecting it. 6 months ago, I was lost. So much of my life felt stagnant and directionless. I was looking for something in the psychology field that would give me experience and connections. I found a listing as an NTIS candidate, and although I had no idea what that meant, I decided I had nothing to lose and applied. Although I was unsure what I was getting into, I learned a great deal about myself during my time with Arrow. I learned that I can adjust to a workload I once thought was impossible, and that not everyone has to like me, a lesson I have to remind myself often. I learned that I could be kind and friendly while still being the one in control, and that interrupting someone can be very beneficial, even if my mother's voice in my head tells me not to. Before I joined Arrow, I was not sure that I genuinely wanted to become a therapist. I was lost and uncertain about my goals in life, feeling like I was grasping at straws. During my probationary period, I was able to be a part of norm therapy sessions with Michael Gibson. These sessions taught me so many lessons. There were times that I felt as though I was not as effective as I hoped I would be. While this was disheartening, through talking with Michael, I was able to come back into the following sessions with renewed faith in myself and in my ability to help people. I vividly remember sitting in my chair after a norm therapy session, being filled with a feeling of purpose. I knew in that moment that I would do everything I could to make a career for myself in this field. Norm therapy gave me structure, training, and a community, and helped me carve a path for myself. I want to thank Kim Carpenter for answering my questions and guiding me along this journey. Thank you to Nicole Leonard for talking with me about school and calming my nerves, and Stephanie Tompkins for being my mentor and breaking down concepts for me. Lastly, I would like to thank Kelly Dean and Michael Gibson for being so accessible and kind. I was nervous to reach out to you both, but once I did, I realized you were both such wonderful people. Thank you for creating this organization.
Thank you, Joya, and again, congratulations. Our final NTIS qualifier will be presented by the June 23 honor graduate, Malika Wanjala, NTIS Level 4 Norm Therapist.
Thank you, Erin. For the June 2023 cohort of Norm Therapy Intake Specialist qualifiers, Dylan Texan has been recognized as the honor graduate. An honor graduate is an NTIS candidate who embodies being exemplary in performance, capturing the information instructed, possessing the acumen to quickly discern areas indicative of the abuse care community during the course, and applying what they have learned. The most important areas are honor, integrity, and foresight of their own inclusion within the industry mindset. Honor graduate is voted on by the qualified and certified norm therapy personnel, including the norm therapy management. Dylan was consistent in attendance, showing up to the meetings early enough while eagerly participating and being happy to help out however he could. He was the first male candidate to join the training program, and it should also be noted that he exhibited significant consideration, care, and empathy to his colleagues, both during the training and with those he interviewed. He completed his work in a timely manner, consistently displayed the techniques he learned during the interviews, and took action to make changes as he received constructive feedback and applying it in a way that helped him dive deeper into the NTIS story and effectively expose their normalcy, which helped him to develop a plan for the next session. He's an effective communicator and did very well with instructing a module for the DEC 2023 cohort. He also had the second highest grade average in the course, which further displayed his commitment and interest in his training. Despite juggling a full-time job and other responsibilities, he showed significant progress and confidence in the lessons learned. Congratulations, Dylan. Would you like to share about your experience as an NTIS candidate?
Hello, everybody. Thank you. To begin, I am so grateful to have come across the opportunity to be a part of Arrow when I did. I had no idea that joining the first career day event was going to lead me this far to where I am now. I couldn't be happier that I went into it with such an open mind, but when I first heard what norm therapy was about, I felt like I fit right in and knew it would be life-changing. Since joining norm therapy, I have learned so many essential skills to help other people while also learning how to become a better person. It has been a win-win situation, and getting the best of both worlds from training has been the most wonderful aspect. Going through the course was extremely rewarding, and I felt like I was getting a step ahead. Having the opportunity to put myself in uncomfortable positions during the course has been the reason I've grown so much from it. After finishing the course and heading into the probationary period, my learning did not stop there, as I became a mentor and even got to instruct a class. I would not have predicted that I would be doing these things if you had asked me from the start. Regarding my aha moments, I realized that a huge transformation can happen within yourself in such a short amount of time. The amount of knowledge that you gain when you put your mind to something is unbelievable, to say the least. I gained a new perspective and learned even more about myself that I need to continue speaking from my truth to grow as a person and as a norm therapist. These truths will carry me far for the rest of my life, and I am so glad that norm therapy taught me how to uncover them within myself and others. Thank you to Michael, Kim, Kelly for such an amazing program, and Andrew for being such a great mentor to me. Congrats to all of my peers for creating such an amazing learning environment.
Thank you, Dylan. And now, the Norm Therapy Manager, Kim Carpenter, will administer the Abuze Cora Oath to the newly appointed Level 3 NTIS certifiers.
Thank you, Erin. Ghazal, Messi, Shema, Joya, and Dylan, please unmute and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name, solemnly swear that I will, first and foremost, do no harm.
I, Dylan, solemnly swear that I will first and foremost do no harm.
I will consistently maintain a safe and productive environment.
I will consistently maintain a safe and productive environment.
I will always attempt to establish the highest level of well-being for victims and survivors.
I will always attempt to establish the highest level of well-being for victims and survivors.
I will make a tremendous effort to consistently maintain an atmosphere of clarity, assessment, and truth while treating patients.
I will make a tremendous effort to consistently maintain an atmosphere of assessment and truth while treating patients.
I will always project a professional demeanor and an approachable persona.
I will always project a professional demeanor and an approachable persona.
I will never knowingly deceive anyone within or in association with our profession.
I will never knowingly deceive anyone within or in association with our profession.
I will make every attempt to broaden my knowledge base as it relates to abuse continually.
I will make
I
every
think
attempt to
to
broaden my
broaden my
knowledge
knowledge
broaden my
base
knowledge
as it
as it
relates to
relates
as
to
it
abuse
abuse
relates to
continually.
abuse
continually.
continually.
I will always conduct myself with the highest integrity, honor, and forthrightness, so help me God.
I will
I will
always
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 conduct
conduct
myself with the
conduct
highest
myself
myself
with
with the
integrity,
highest
integrity,
integrity,
honor, and
forthrightness, so help me
forthrightness,
and
God.
forwardness,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, you are now norm therapists.
How about a heartfelt applause to each of the September 23 NTIS qualifiers for their course certification and recognition this February. Please unmute and show your support.
Yay! Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Kindly please resume to mute. Congratulations to everyone. We will now hear from some of our more experienced norm therapy intake specialists who completed the NTIS training program in the 2022 Trailblazer and 2023 Pathfinder cohorts. First, we have Luisa Kabulu, NTIS Level 4 Norm Therapist, and a Norm Therapy Training and Doctrine Supervisor. Would you like to share a few words about your experience?
Thank you, Erin. When I joined Norm Therapy in April 2023 as an NTIS candidate, I was excited to learn how to help victims of abuse overcome their painful circumstances. The tenets of Norm Therapy, which are clarity, assessment, and truth, resonated perfectly with my personal values of integrity and honesty. My training was illuminating and life-changing because I gained an understanding of norms and human behavior that influenced how I interacted with the people around me. More importantly, I was able to help victims of abuse by participating in real therapy sessions where I applied my training and witnessed the positive impact of norm therapy on their lives. Additionally, I have been involved in training and supporting new cohorts of NTIS candidates as a training and doctrine supervisor. This has enabled me to be a part of preparing new norm therapists who will help spread the mission of norm therapy to become a global leader in the abuse care industry. I wish to congratulate the September 23 NTIS candidates on their commitment and resilience in completing the NTIS certification. The program is rigorous and demanding, and you have demonstrated excellence, resilience, and passion in assisting abuse victims. Undoubtedly, I am certain that the training has had a positive impact on your personal realities in various ways. I encourage you to keep applying these positive values in your own lives and in helping abuse victims. I wish you all the best in your journey as norm therapists and in offering a hand up to victims of abuse. I now turn the mic over to Mariam Nabawanga, NTIS Level 3 Norm Therapist. Mariam, please share your norm therapy experience.
Yes, thank you, Louisa. Hi all, and congratulations to our NTIS candidates for the September 23 cohort. This is indeed a great milestone in your lives. Personally, norm therapy gave my life a whole new meaning. I have positive self-views and better interpersonal relations, even with those who have abused me in the past. I'm truly grateful to Kelly and Michael and the rest of the team for their continuous and tremendous efforts towards an abuse-free world. Thank you. I now turn over the mic to Gabrielle Murillo, NTIS Level 4 Norm Therapist and Corporate Liaison. Gabrielle.
Hello, everyone. My name is Gabrielle Murillo. When I joined Norm Therapy, I was just looking for a volunteer opportunity that would help me gain experience in different therapeutic approaches. I didn't know what norm therapy was, but the allure of understanding trauma perfectly aligned with my career goals. However, norm therapy became so much more to me than a volunteer opportunity. Through the NTIS training program, I discovered a confident and capable professional within myself.
With the skills of my training and my newfound sense of belonging within the organization, I've gotten the opportunity to become a norm therapist and accepted a position as corporate liaison, which would not have been possible without the training program. I want to congratulate our graduating NTIS candidates, and I praise you for your commitment to our organization. I wish you all the best in your journeys moving forward and hope that everyone finds a position where they thrive at Arrow.
Thank you to Gabrielle. Last, but certainly not least, we will be hearing from Maru Poor, NTIS Level 4 Norm Therapist and Arrow's Graphic Design Manager, via her video testimonial.
Hi everyone, my name is Maru and I'm an NTIS Level 4 and the Arrow Graphic Design Manager. I joined Arrow in November 2020 and started the Norm Therapy Intake Specialist course in September 2022. During the first 2 years, I missed this course because I was focused on my responsibilities in the graphic design department. At the time, I didn't know how norm therapy would impact my life until I joined the course. There are so many great aspects of this experience, but to me, the most important aspect that resulted in an aha moment was accepting myself with all of my mistakes and realizing that it's normal to make mistakes. It changed my attitude in so many ways, both past and present. My experience as a mentor was so inspiring. I learned how much our life challenges can be similar and relatable to each other, no matter where we live. I want to congratulate each of the NTIS candidates for the September 2023 cohort, as I hope you had a wonderful experience during the course.
Thank you, Louisa, Miriam, Gabriel, and Maru. An immense thank you to Michael Gibson, who made all this possible. Paula, Alvarado, Moreno, and Kelly Dean for designing today's presentation. Kelly for designing the Zoom wallpaper backdrops and assisting in a variety of aspects. And an enormous thank you to Kim Carpenter, our Norm Therapy Manager, for doing precisely what she does best. She managed this whole operation. To our pioneers, for your continued passion for the success of norm therapy and the vision of where we can go in the future, along with all the preparations in making this event possible. Accolades to Nicole Leonard for assisting with the audio-visual presentation. Thank you to our Norm Therapy Intake Specialists and Norm Therapists for your dedication and commitment to the mission of Arrow. Thanks to all of the Norm Therapy interviewees for your participation in our 11th and 12th cohorts. We could not have done it without all of you. Thank you to our years 2021, 2022, and 2023 graduates who served in multiple norm therapy capacities, including mentoring the September 2023 candidates and now qualifiers. A huge welcome and thank you to our guests who are in attendance, as we hope you've enjoyed the ceremony. And I also want to share with everyone what a privilege and honor it was for me to have hosted the NTIS certification ceremony for the first time. If you're interested in learning more about norm therapy or Abuse Refuge org, please check out our websites, normtherapy.com and goarrow.org, and encourage volunteers, victims or survivors, professional clinicians, doctors, therapists, and social workers to do the same. Most importantly, do not forget to make a donation by clicking the donate button at the top of the main page of our website or through our GoFundMe account. This concludes the official course recognition ceremony.